is not a Java developers editor. Eclipse is the Java developers editor. In company, we use Eclipse. Some people use IntelliJ and some other companies uses STS. VS Code we never use. But I should also teach VS Code because many students in their colleges has VS Code. VS Code is for .NET students. .NET application development editor is VS Code. Okay, let us also use some applications, some programs development by using VS Code. And I never use VS Code. I don't know how to work with VS Code, but still I will use. Okay, so how can I use? As usual, first I have to install. Let us install VS Code, download. Visual Studio Code, download Visual Studio Code, free AI code editor. There is something coming. This is for Windows. I want to use user installer, system installer, zip to system installer, 64-bit. Okay, it is a V1.126. Clear costs and safer code browsing. Here we have download button. Have you used VS Code in your colleges? Anybody? Okay, you teach me, huh? Yeah. So this was the download link. Download completed, installing. Click yes. Agree. Next. Program files. I don't like to install in program files. It's a Microsoft. Just I want to take VS Code. Next. Visual Studio Code. Setup will create the program shortcuts in the following start menu. To continue, click next if you would like to select. Okay, next. Create desktop icon. Okay. Select the additional task you would like to add, open the code. Okay, next. Install. VS Code is a just editor, right? It is IDE. IDE. What the meaning of IDE? Integrated Development Environment. Full form of IDE, Integrated Development Environment. What is the meaning of Integrated Development Environment? What is the meaning of that word? Inbuilt tools. Okay. What are those tools? What the use of those tools? Integrated Development Environment, meaning what? Used to fast development. Okay, how it will be a fast, how it provide fast development? Hey, why this much time it is taking to install? Right software installing is the same place. People who knows how to install VS Code, you said now, you know. I don't know. Just I come into the class, I decided to use VS Code. I didn't prepare. I don't have habit of preparing at home. Come to the class. Everything I'll do in the classroom. There inbuilt code template. Okay. With the code template, how can you get fast development? Who provide that inbuilt code templates? Is that IDE provide? How it makes your work easy, Anjaneyulu? Final installation completed. Completing the Visual Studio Code setup wizard. Okay, finish. Now double click this Visual Studio start. What is this? Continue with GitHub. I don't know. Please start recording. ఇప్పుడు దాకా స్టార్ట్ చేయడం ఏం చేస్తున్నారు బాబు? Okay. So this is the Visual Studio window where we are going to develop our programs. ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి first? Java extension. It doesn't have Java extension by default. Where I should go? Is there something new? There are try our new agents window, open new. There is something called new file. Sorry, file, new file. Okay. Text file, Jupyter notebook. Right. ఇలాంటప్పుడే ఆచి తూచి అడిగి వేయాలా? Save with .java extension. Hemant? How to work with? How to develop Java program in VS. Install requires software. Install JDK, download, verify the installation, step to install Visual Studio, verify installation, code hyphen version. Okay. Open VS Code. It has to install the packer. Okay. By default, it is not having. How to open? Open VS Code extensions. Where are the extensions? Left side. There. Okay. Then here type Java extension. Java platform extension plus Visual Studio. Get extra? Maven for Java, I don't want. Project manager in Visual Studio. Manage Java projects in Visual Studio. Install Trust. And completed installation. Go. How it is closed? Not closing. Then should I restart? Create a? There is no folder, no new file. Here, new folder, no folder open. Where I should create? In our directory. Okay. Can't I create directly from here? Ma? No, my question is, does it not allow you to create the folder? That's what I'm asking. File, new text file, new window. Okay. Open folder, open recent. Okay. Add folder to workspace. New file. Let's see what happened. Add.java. Now it is asking to create folder. D drive. It is like edit plus. Understand my question? It's simply giving new file. It's not like a project. In Eclipse, it's not like that. In Eclipse, we have to, when Eclipse started itself, it is asked, first you create a folder. Okay, sorry. Now let's see. Now today class is types of variables completed, types of methods completed. Next after types of methods, next this keyword, passing a value or an object to a method is called what? Pass by value. Okay. And now today we are learning very important topic. Of course, yeah, it's part of this keyword. First, let me complete this. Open folder. And here we are saving. There is a concept called duplicate variable dot Java. Generate code, Control I, or select a language, Control plus K. Start type to dismiss or don't show this again. Hello, anonymous data to reporter Oracle, you may opt out. Hello. Class example open bracket. Okay, class dv default value. Now int static int a equal to 10. Tell me. I wanted to create main method public. What is the shortcut for creating main method? Main. After main, no suggestion. Main, there is no shortcut. Public static void main of string array args. Then system dot loading. IDE meant for fast development. The meaning of fast development is it should provide, we have a lot of shortcuts for writing the code. Instead of you typing system.out.println, it should create, it should give one shortcut to type. If I write s out, automatically system.out.println is coming. Then here I'm writing hi. How to increase the font? Control plus. Hey. System.out.println hi. Now I want to run this program. For running, what is the shortcut? Ma? Then press sign in adugutunnam. Completely closed. Go to terminal. Hey, go to terminal. Ma? I know, there is a inbuilt terminal accepted, but my question is, there should be a shortcut for running. In Edit Plus, we have a control 1, control 2, na? Like that in VS Code, what is the shortcut for running? If I use this button, that is called what? Keep with the mouse you are clicking, then that is not a shortcut. What is the shortcut? Control plus F5. Start debugging is F5. Run is what? Control plus F5. Okay, that is a shortcut. You have to remember. Okay? Control F5. Control F5. Output is coming. Hi. Debug console, why it coming? Why it is taking this path? Why it is not taking my file path? That's why I hate VS Code. Understand that? So VS Code is good for developing HTML pages, not for Java program. Of course, maybe నేను ఓపెన్ చేసిన ప్రాజెక్ట్కి ఇది కనెక్ట్ అవ్వాలి. ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్కి వెళ్ళి మళ్ళీ నేను సెట్ చేస్తాను. ఓకే, ఇఫ్ ఐ క్రియేట్ అనదర్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ మళ్ళీ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ మళ్ళీ చేంజ్ చేయాలా నేను? అదే కొత్త ఫోల్డర్లో మళ్ళీ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ వేరియబుల్ మళ్ళీ చేంజ్ చేయాలా? అదే నేను అడిగేది. It should take the path automatically. Yeah, here it is. Variable A is never real. Okay, I know that's a okay. So this is like VS editor. It's look like for me it's like a Edit Plus. There is no much benefits out of it. Maybe if I start using one by one, maybe I'll get some benefits. But somehow I didn't like it. That's why I didn't use. But all students are asking, sir, when we teach VS Code? So that's why I started using VS Code also from your batch. Let's see how it will work. Fine. Change drive. CD. Hey, okay, leave it. Now come to the point. Listen, today what I am trying to explain you, I'll explore shortcuts and more points slowly. Started today. With your help also, I will slowly go and check how it is working, everything. New file. Ah, now let's see now. Here I created one variable. I am creating same variable. How to copy paste this variable? If it is edit plus, there is a shortcut. Control J for copy paste this line. Control J is there. Do you have any Control J kind of shortcut here? Do you know that? Control C. Control C for copy. Mar paste. That is regular keypad copy paste option. For example, if you take edit plus, Control P, Control P for printing, no? Something I have written here. I want to copy paste this line. What do you do? No Control C, Control V, Control J, Control J, Control J, Control J. I want to change all these characters uppercase. Control U. Control U nowadays it is given to the inbuilt. I have to disable it. Control. Okay, Control K. Select it and Control K. It will go uppercase. Control L lowercase. So like this, there are inbuilt shortcuts are there with Edit Plus. That is called fast development. Like that, in VS Code, what is the shortcut for copy paste? Copy paste this line. Okay, let's see with ChatGPT, does it give any help? Array, why this fellow is not there? Let's follow some suggestions given by this fellow. Installing Java extension completed. Create your first Java program. Method 1. Use VS Code Java project. Press Ctrl Shift P. Let's see. Ctrl Shift P. Java new project. Java with Maven, Java with Grad. I don't want Maven Grad. New project. So it is accepting only project means with Maven Gradle only it is taking. The simple Java SE using Maven, no. So many applications are there. Java new file from template. Open shell, open type. Hmm. Okay. It's a lengthy process. Okay. How to create our restricted mode is intended for safe code browsing. Trust this folder to enable all. Look at here. There is a lengthy process. If you want to create, if you want to develop Java programs by using VS Code, first you have to create, download and install Java extension. After that, you have to use a shortcut Control P, okay, and type Java Control Shift P. Control Shift P, na? Control Shift P. Okay. So it's already open. That's why it's again not working. Fine. Now go to file, this folder, sorry. Why again it's not working? Okay, it's already in the Java project mode. Maybe that's why it's not working again. Fine. So first time you have to create with that folder. After that, now you have to create file, project src bin should show. It's not coming. Okay, it's coming right regularly. Fine. Write Java code. Now, new file. Here, something called sample.java. Sample.java, generate code, Control I. Okay. So it's a AI tool is enabled. So develop a program to print hi. You trust other. Wait, GitHub. Okay. It's not coming template. Actually, it's saying template, but not coming template. Okay. Compiler and option one, run button. Option 2, terminal. Compile, bash, java c app.java. Click, run. Okay. Option 3, debug Java program, set a breakpoint. Create packages. Working with multiple classes. Using Maven project. XML, bash, JDBC program. Control plus space for auto suggestion. It was not coming. Okay, let's see here. I'm creating class called sample, open bracket, and type main. Now it is coming. Okay, next system dot sout. Okay, now bracket dot something is coming. Here I'm writing hi. Then next, I wanted to run this program. For running this program on main method, run without debugging, Control F5. Is a shortcut. It's running and output is coming high. Or I should go to terminal and I should change the path here. Okay, now it is taking path by default. Okay, now Java C, what is the name? Sample.java, compile, Java sample. Execute, output coming high. Okay, so first we should open folder. First create the folder, then create file. For creating new Java programs, I should click on this. Okay, how to delete? Is there any delete option? delete, move to restake it. It is also delete. New file. So I'm writing here test 01 underscore default variable. .java should write, it will take automatically. Takes automatically. No, I should give a wonderful. Okay. Now, try to answer now. Class test01 underscore default variable, open bracket. It can be a public class or non-public class. It's up to you. Now, next, I'm creating one variable, static int a equal to 10. One variable I created. Okay. Then next, I am trying to create one more variable with the same name a. Is it allowed? IDE software is having one feature, inbuilt feature called what? Auto compilation. Okay. You no need to compile every time like this. It will be automatically compiled. If any mistakes are there, you will get what? Error mark like this. And if you wanted to find why that error is there, move your cursor over this. It will show you the error name. Variable A is already defined in the class test. Okay. Or if you want to see the compiler error, you must compile this program, Java C. Okay. Look at that. Compiler software giving error. Our regular compiler software giving error. What is the error? Variable A is already defined in class. So look at that. With the name A, variable is already defined. Same error it is showing here itself. So tell me, what is a duplicate variable? A new variable created, with the existing variable name is called what? Duplicate variable. Okay, I'm commenting this. Now, I am going to use one more variable here. Observe. Static variable only I am creating, but I am taking data type double with the name A with a different value, some 40. Still, it leads to what? Error only. Why? Observe. Compiler and JVM access variable based on what? Based on the data type or based on the variable name? Variable name. Okay, what is the variable name? A. In the main method somewhere, if I call SOPLN A, which A will come? Int A na, double A na? Confusion. So, even though you have changed data type, compiler will throw error. You cannot create two variables with the same name. Next, I am creating the variable different data type, string, and then I'm taking A equal to double quotes A. Observe, this variable is what type of variable? Non-static variable and string type variable. A equal to high, I have written. Now tell me, is it compiled or not compiled? Not compiled. Okay, still I got error. Why I got error? Because data type is string, even though the variable is A, name is same. So if I create a new variable with the same name, then it leads to what? Compile time error. Either you change data type or you change static to non-static, you change value, it doesn't matter. Still it is throwing compile time error. Now there is a one small twist. Observe. I am creating one method void m1. Inside this method, I am creating int a equal to same value, same data type, same thing. Look at that. Error or no error? No error. So this is yellow color is this a warning. This method never use, this variable never use. Okay. So warning you can ignore. Only red color you have to consider. Now tell me, if I create class level variable name inside method level variable name, both same name, did I get error? No error. It is not considered as a duplicate variable. So what is a duplicate variable? A variable that is created with the existing name. Look at here. That is create a new variable created with existing variable name in the same scope. Okay, in the same scope. This is class scope and this is the method scope. If I create in a different scope, there is no error. Observe now, I am creating variable int a equal to 20, where I created in the same method with the same name. Now this variable is considered as what? Duplicate variable. Okay, variable a is already defined in the method m1. You cannot create again. Now I am taking another method void m2. Inside this method, I am creating same variable with same value. Any error? No error. So now this is considered as what? Another variable. So finally, what is a duplicate variable? A new variable is created with an existing variable name in the same scope is called what? Duplicate variable. If I create variable inside a class and inside a method with the same name, there is no error. Both are considered as different variables. Okay. If you consider as a different variables, then observe, I want to write next program. Class, what do you call test 02 underscore class test 02 local preference. Inside, I'm creating, observe here, static variable I created int a equal to 10. Now main method, inside run main method. Okay, now we have an option here, run menu, debug menu. Okay. Now, inside main method, I am creating one more variable with the name a equal to 50. Okay, carefully observe. System.out.println. System.out.println. I am writing a. Now, what is the value will become? No compile timer. Look at there. There is no compile timer. There is no red color. Okay. There is no compile. Now you have to find out. I can create a variable inside the class, inside the method with the same name, no problem. Then, when we access that a variable, which value will come? Method value or class value? Either guess in. Come on, guess. Method value. Why? Many times I told you, when we access variable, first is searching for that variable within the same method. It is searching for that variable within the same method. When in the same method the variable is found, it will not search for that value in another method. Where is output array? Missing file. Why you are going sample.java file? Okay. If I continue with this, today my topic will not be completed. Okay, na? Heads up. Later we'll see that. Answer this. So duplicate variable, what is the topic? A new variable that is declared with an existing variable name is in the same scope is called duplicate variable. To confirm whether a variable is duplicate or not, we must consider only variable name and scope. We no need to consider other parts. We need to consider only variable name and scope. We no need to consider other parts, either value or data type or modifier. Same name, same scope, choose error because it is a duplicate variable. Identify duplicate variable. Let's say duplicate, duplicate, duplicate because of same scope. Next, inside M1 method, no error. Here, if I create again, it is also error. If I create in another method, void M2, open bracket, closed bracket, copy, paste. Error or no error? No error. So compile successfully. Okay, now try to identify test case. Observe now, check answer. Is there any compiled error? Yes, sir. Is it? No. This one? No. Here? Yes. Here? Here. M4 method with the 2 parameters. Is it a compiled error? Yeah. Because both variables are belongs to same method M4, same scope. So totally how many compiled errors? 1, 2, 3. 3 compiled errors. Maybe you will get only one compiled error. Yeah. Line number 3. Line number 3. Variable duplicate. Line number 18. Variable duplicate. Line number 15. Variable duplicate. 3 compiled errors. Okay, nice. You identified good. One more little deep discussion. Summary on duplicate variable. In a single class, we cannot declare 2 static variables or 2 non-static variables or static non-static variables with the same name. It leads to compiled error. 2 static variables, same scope. 2 non-static variables, same scope. Static and non-static variable, same scope. Next, in a single method, we cannot declare 2 parameters or 2 local variables. A parameter or local variable with the same name. It leads to compiled error. Why? Single method under same scope. 2 parameters, same scope. 2 local variables, same scope. Parameter and local variable is also same scope. We can declare a variable at a class level and method level with the same name. A local variable name or a parameter can be same as static variable or non-static variable. In different methods, we can declare parameters and local variables with the same name. In a single method, int a equal to 10, a equal to 20 are allowed. Why? In a single method, int a equal to 10 and a equal to 20 allowed. Why? This is variable creation. This is variable creation or variable assignment. It is a variable assignment. When it is a variable assignment, it's not a creation, so no problem. Okay. Apply above points in the below program and find output. Chalo. First one, what? This is error. 2 static variables in the same class. Same error. Line number 32. Line number 32, variable A is already defined. And tell me, in a same class, 2 non-static variables with the same name. Error. Line number 37. Line number 37, variable A is already defined. Now, in a same class, static, non-static variable with the same name, error. Look at that, compiled time error. Line number 42, variable A is already defined. Now, apply. Class D, static variable, inside a method variable, different scope, no error. Different scope, no error. Inside M3 method, variable, different scope, and second variable, same scope. Then this is error, line number 58. Line number 58, error, variable A is already defined. Next, M4 method, int A equal to 10, A equal to 10, A equal to 20. Error? No error. No error. It is just modifying. Next, parameter int A, different scope, no problem. Parameter int A, different scope, no problem. Parameter int A, same scope, M7 method. Line number 74, error. Line number 74, error. Variable A is already defined. Next, tell me now. Inside M8 method, parameter and local variable with the same name. Allowed or not allowed? Allowed? Allowed or not allowed? Are these are belongs to same scope, na? Same scope or different scope? Same scope, right? Within the same method, parameter is also belongs to method, local variable is also belongs to method. Then, is it allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Line number 79, compiled error. Variable A is already defined. Okay. Next, tell me, is it error or no error? Error? Why no error? This is parameter and this is the assignment. No error. Next, in M10 method, SO plane A, which A? This A value, whose value? M9 A na, M8 A na, M7 A na, which A? Can vary when you access variable in one method, can you read value of the variable available in another methods? No. All these methods not consider. Class level variable A value will come. So method inside method when you access A, that refers to what? Class level A. This A will come. There is no compile time error for that. So everyone understand the point? So we cannot create two static variables, two non-static variable, static non-static variable with the same name. We can create static variable and local variable with the same name. We can create in two different methods local variable with the same name. We cannot create two local variables in the same method with the same name. We cannot create two parameters in the same method with the same name. We cannot create in the same method parameter and local variable with the same name. Okay, these are all considered as what? Duplicate variable. Okay, now observe this point and tell me. Here I have written class level variable A and then accessing that variable. Is there any compile time error? No. Compiler software follows one algorithm. What is that? Searching for A. Whenever you access variable or method, it is searching for its declaration statement in a first method. Inside method body, is that variable A declaration available? No. Then searching in the parameters list available? No. Then go to class. At class level it found, then read from the class. So whenever you access variable inside a method, JVM doesn't go directly to the class. First, check in the method local. Second, check in the method parameter. Then it will go to what? Class. This is searching way of finding the variable is technically called local preference algorithm. What is called? Local preference algorithm. Compiler first priority giving to local. If no one is available, then only it will go to the class. This is local preference algorithm. Read it. The local preference algorithm is a compiler searching algorithm for finding the invoked variable or method declaration statement. This algorithm is named as local preference because compiler first searches the variable's declaration statement in the current method. Okay, in the current method scope. If not found, then only search in the class scope or in its super class up to java.lang.object class. You want 100 rupees. First you check in your pocket, not available. Check in the father pocket, not available. Then the grandfather pocket. If they're also not available, silently sitting and crying, right? The crying is what? Compile time error. As per local preference algorithm, compiler searches the invoked variable declaration statement as below. First in current method body, next in current method parameters, next in current class scope. Finally, the current class super class up to java.lang.object. Hello, this is what is the point? Program pointer, finding output pointer. It is a finding output. In the written test exam, people will give you program asking you what is the output of the program. What is the output of this program? People will ask you what is the output of this program. You should answer. If you don't remember given algorithm, you cannot answer. So what to do first? You should remember. Now tell me, this line is accessing a creation. Creation. This one, creation. Hey, this is accessing a data type variable name accessing a mummy. Next, what is this? Creation. What is this? Accessing. What you are accessing? A. If you want access, first of all, the member with the name A should be created. Then search. Whenever you access, search will be started. Hunting is started. Now A, where you have to search? Directly. Will you go directly to the class? If you go directly to the class, that is a wrong approach. First, you have to search in method body, not available. Then parameter, not available. Then class. Sir, nothing is there, sir, I can see. But still, you have to follow the process. Next, tell me. B, below. Search in method, not available. Parameter, not available. Class, not available. Then compile time error. Then compiler will throw error. cannot find symbol variable B. Cannot find symbol variable B. Cannot find symbol variable B. If you don't remember these steps, you 100% give wrong answers. Written test exam will focus on compiler and JVM activities. If you don't think like a compiler and JVM, you will give wrong answers. If compiler cannot find variables declaration statement in any of the four scopes, then it throws error, cannot find symbol variable. Compiler never access one method's parameter or local variable in another method. Answer this program. What is the output? Any compile time error? Say fast. Then what is output? Output A value is what? 10. B, tell me, how can I say? A searching in method body not available, parameter not available, class. Next B searching in current method available. Output is what? 20. Okay na? Paka? Lock karenge? Understood? Local preference algorithm. Today onwards, whenever you see variable accessing statement, you should not directly jump to the class. First, you have to check in the method. If not available, then go to the class. Now, any error? No error. No error. Output is 1020. Now, B is also static variable reading from the class. Now, compile time error. A, compile time error, right? Same variable, compile time error. Error? No. Why? What is that word? Scope. That's what difference between experienced programmer and fresher. There is a difference. Terminology, vocabulary. So scope different. You should not say inside method, inside class. What you should say? Scope is different. This is class scope. This is method scope. First priority given to method scope. First priority given to method scope. Variable is found. Value is what? 50. And B not found. Found. Value is what? 20. Listen. Creating a variable inside class, inside method with the same name. This concept is called variable shadowing. What? Can you see this battery? Chapra? Can you see this battery? Now can you see this battery? Why? Now my hand become shadow to this battery. Okay? Tell me, can you see this battery? Yes. Now can you see this battery? Which battery is here? 2 or 1? Side ni chodakodu. Okay na? You are seeing side and saying 2. No, exactly you have to come to this side. Okay? Tell me, when I remove this battery, then you can see first battery. When this second battery coming in front of it, what happened? It's look like a one battery. You will access first this battery. Now I am saying, no, don't take this battery. Take only this battery. What you should say? You should refer my hands na. Right hand dot battery, left hand dot battery, right? Observe the same point now. When you create a variable inside class and inside method, if I create variable inside class and inside method with the same name, and when we access that variable, by default, we will access that variable from local variable. It is a local variable, na? And this is a static variable. When we access a variable, by default preference is given to local variable. Then how can we access the variable of class level static variable? Tell me, now I want you refer to my left hand side battery. Then you should say what? Left, right? Same point here. When we if you want to access this A, this variable belongs to class. I must refer by using what? Class name dot. Class name dot. If you remember, when I don't find where is the extensions, you said left, sir, left, right? Remember, left side down extensions are there, then I identify, oh, here extensions are. So similarly, you also should tell to compiler. Here I am the compiler. I don't know which variable to access. Okay, which part to access. Then you are guiding me. Sir, left side, niche dekho, left side, here left. Okay, extensions. This way I found. Similarly, you should also guide compiler or a compiler. You should go to where? Class for accessing. Observe the points now. First point, variable shadowing. Declaring a variable inside a class or inside a method, inside a class and inside a method with the same name is called what? Variable shadowing. In another way, creating a variable inside a method with the same class level variable name is called what? Variable shadowing. Because all class level from the variable point of view, declaring a variable inside a method with the same class level variable name, then we call it as variable shadowing. This concept is named as a variable shadowing because the local variable becomes a shadow, hiding to the class level variable. It means when we access variable A, compiler reads and also modifies value only in local variable. Here compiler, not only compiler, JVM also. In preference to variable shadowing, if you wanted to read and modify static variable value, we must access static variable by using its class name example.a. Everyone tell me, in presence of variable shadow, not preference, sorry, in presence of variable shadowing, if you want to read and modify non-static variable, tell me, non-static variable belongs to class or object? Object. How you refer object inside non-static method? This keyword. We must access non-static variable by using current object reference what? This as this dot a. So inside a method, if you want to access static variable, class name dot. If you want to access non-static variable, this dot, object reference dot you must use. The difference between a and example dot a, very, very important point. A means always local or class. Local or class. It may be a local variable. If not found, then parameter. If not found, then static variable. If I write example.a, meaning is what? Only static variable because you explicit writing class name. Next, difference between x and this dot x. Here, x means what? Same point. Maybe local variable or parameter or current object non-static variable this dot x. If you write this dot x, only current object non-static variable. Okay. Now a below program explains all above points. Look at the, I have written int a equal to 10, int a equal to 50. Now this is a method scope and this is a class scope. I created a variable inside method with the same name as a class level variable. Then account hai shadow to the above static variable. Okay, I develop variable shadowing. Then what is the problem in variable shadowing? Below program explains variable shadowing and its problem. We cannot access class level variable. Here compiler and JVM always access what? Local variable. SOP A. Now it found the variable first according to local preference. It found the variable in the method. So it returns what value? 50. Then how can we solve this problem? To solve this problem, I have to use class name. If I write A, I am getting local variable. If I use class name dot A, then I'm getting what? Class level variable. Am I going fast? చెప్పండిరా ఏదో ఒకటి. am I going fast? No fast? సబ్జెక్ట్ చెప్తారు రెగ్యులర్ వర్డ్స్ చెప్పరు ఏం చేస్తారు అసలు డూ యూ నో ఇంగ్లీష్ అమ్మా థ్యాంక్స్ రా బాబు డూ నో ద డిఫరెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ క్వశ్చన్ అండ్ స్టేట్మెంట్ am I going fast? Question or statement? మరి when I ask a question, I should only answer. My question, my answer. అక్కడ దొరికారా మీరు now hope you understand variable shadowing, right? Now look at this program. Do you have variable shadowing in this program? Yes, ఎంతసేపు చూస్తారా ప్రోగ్రామ్ అంతా వేరియబుల్ షాడోయింగ్ క్లాసు మెథడ్ tell me what is which variable shadowing is it? Static variable or non-static variable? How can I say? Static keyword not there. Non-static method SOPLN X. Now tell me, is it a non-static variable or local variable? Inside a method local variable, inside a class non-static variable. This is variable shadowing. Any compile error? No. Then next tell me, if I read SOP next, which value will come? Local variable value 50 we will get. For executing this M1 method in main method created object and calling that method. Okay, now 50. Now tell me, this X variable accessed directly in a via object. Remember entire flow. Here inside this object, X variable memory available 0 replaced with 10. E1.x, E1 object reference is passed into M1. Here what is the variable created? This with what value? 10, 10, pointing to it. Now tell me, inside M1 method, there are two variables. Number one, local variable X. Number two, this dot X. There are two variable, local variable X and this dot X. Now SOP X means coming from the local variable. If you want to read from current object X, then what I have to do? I must use class name dot. Huh? Where is silence? If I want to differentiate non-static variable from local variable, I should use class name. Right or wrong? Right. Class name. Static variable belongs to class. Non-static variable belongs to class. Non-static variable not belongs to class. It leads to compile time error. Basics fundamentals also forgot. Class name dot compiler throw error non-static variable X cannot be referenced from static context. Then tell me how to access non-static variable by using E1 dot. I must access non-static variable from this object. Further, what is the name of the object? E1. I'm writing E1 dot. Allowed or not allowed? Allowed. Allowed. Free allowed or not allowed? నాకు తెలీదు. I don't know that attitude is failure attitude. You should say allowed or not allowed. రామచంద్ర మిమ్మల్ని కొట్టలేను తిట్టలేను. I am accessing E1. What is the local preference? Search for that variable in current method, not available. Search in the current class, not available. Can you access one method variable in another method? Compiler throw error. Cannot find symbol variable E1. Can you access one method local variable in another method? No. Then we have to access only via this. If I access via this, now this is not local variable of another method. It is a local variable of M1, which is referring to what? Same object, E1 object. So tell me, totally what is the output you are getting? Control 1, what? 50 and 10. Okay, local variable 50 and object variable 10. Clearer? Write on notes. Duplicate variable. A new variable created. A new variable created with the existing variable name in the same scope. In the same scope is called duplicate variable. Next point. We can create a variable inside class and inside the method with the same name. Same name. With the same name. What this concept is called? Comma. This is not duplicate variable. This is not duplicate variable. Comma. It is called shadowing. Next one. In a variable shadowing, always variable memory is accessed. Always variable memory is accessed from the current method. From the current method. From the current method. Next point. For differentiating local variable, sorry, for differentiating static variable from local variable, for differentiating static variable from local variable, we must use class name. Write down this proof. What is the flow of execution? First, class is loaded. A variable memory created with value 0. 0 replaced with the given value 10. Then control go to main method. Inside main method, a variable memory created with value 0 na 50. No 0, 50. Local variable doesn't have default value. Local variable doesn't have default value, directly value store. Then SOP in A. As per local preference algorithm, first searching in local available 50. Then to differentiate local variable from class level variable, class name dot. Access A from class example. Okay. Write that program execution flow memory. Completed? Next point. In variable shadowing. Next point. In variable shadowing, for differentiating, non-static variable from local variable, we must use this dot. We must use this dot. We must use this dot. Write on this program. What is the flow? First class is loaded. Non-static variable memory created. Non-static variable memory created. Yes, sir. M1 method executed. What is the order of this statement after class loading? Step number 1. What is the second step? Ma? Second step is what? Main method. Inside main method, object creation. In object creation, first E1 variable and then object reference 1010. X variable memory created with value 0. Then 0 replaced with 10. 10 stored here. Point. Next, E1.M1. Then by passing current object reference as an argument, by passing current object reference as an argument, M1 method execution is started. First, this variable memory created with reference 1010, pointing to this object. Then int x equal to 50, x memory created with value 50. Then SOPLN x, local x. This dot x, read x from current object x. Read x value from current object x. Then output is 2. This is the flow output. Okay, if you want, write flow of execution. Flow of execution is always important. Completed? Okay, I'll give one program. I want you find the flow of execution of this program and output. Write down this program. With the flow of execution, find output. Check. Find what is the output of below program. What is the output of below program? Roland? I want you only find output. If any errors, if error is there, comment and move to the next line. Completed? Tell me. First, is there any compile time error? Where? Line number. Line number. 33. Only 33 is error. B equal to 90 is also error. Why? This is a assignment. Where did you create variable B? I told you many times, don't see this line as a human, see as a compiler. Read in English. Store 90 in B. Where is B? That's what I said. Draw memory, draw memory, draw memory. When you draw memory, you can find the error. SOP in B. Search for B in current method. Where is B memory? B memory means B declaration, not there. Example.b. Example.b search for in current method or class or class. Inside class, B variable not available. Compiler throw error. Understand? Now I wanted to add one small point here. Int B, because you have given one new point to me, so I want to add tell me here, any error? No. Here, no error. Here, yes, because searching for B variable only in the class, not available. Now, here, error, C variable not found to store value, C variable not found to read value, C variable not found in the class example to read value. So totally we have 4 errors. Okay, cannot find symbol variable B in class example, cannot find symbol variable C in class example, cannot find symbol variables in class example. Again, sir, it is showing in class example, maximum scope it is taking. If not found in method, it will go to class, maximum scope it will give. Clear my point? Then tell me the flow of execution. What the flow? First, A variable memory created. A example.a both refers to class A. Execution started, static variable A. Have you all worked with memory or with your eyes? Did you draw memory? Paka? If not drawn, it's a blunder. Still you are doing same mistake. After going to room, go to hostel kitchen area. Kitchen area, you know. And heat something on the stove and put on your hand so that you remember for few days. Then every day you can do. Whichever day you didn't work with memory, go to kitchen and do that. Okay? Punish yourself. Worst fell. A value is what? 0. 0 replace with 10. Class level variable always first initialize with the default value. Then going into main method. Inside main method, A refers to 10 class level because no local. Example.a refers to class 10. Int A, is it assignment or another new variable? New variable created with value 50. No default value 50. Next, A, local A 50. Example.a, go to class level A 10. Next, A equal to 60. Which A? Another A memory created here? Another A memory created here? No. What happened? 60 stored in A. There are 2 A's. Which A? Assignment A. This is operation is assignment. Java word is assignment. English word is what? Storing 60 in A. Which A? Local A na? Class A na? Why? Local preference method scope is the first priority. 50 replace with 60. Then next SOP ln A. Which A? Local A 60. SOP ln A example dot A. Which A? Class level. Any change at class level? No. 10. Next one, tell me. What is this? Assignment. Okay. What is the meaning of assignment? Storing 70 in A in class. Go to class. In the class, 10. Replace with a 70. Then SOP in A, local A. What is the value? 60. Next, example dot A, class level A. What the value? 70. Then B variable memory created 90. SOP in B 90. Example dot B not available, compile time error. C not available, C not available, example C not available. So this is how you have to draw memory and find answer. Every statement you have to work with memory. Storing wise, reading wise, every time you have to work with memory. No memory, no output. You will give wrong answer. At least now, work on. Right on. ఏం జరుగుతుందిరా సిస్టమ్ టుడే రే today's economy is not good to start class. Huh? Something happened, completely hanged. Hey, online students, are you doing something? Sending any magic, black magic on my system? Abracadabra, abracadabra. Huh? Then why system got hanged? You did something. Write down this program. I want you correctly work on now. Small program with non-static variables. No compile timer, only output. Don't write question. I mean, don't write this comment. Directly write program. Complete it up? Tell me the flow. Output is easy, but flow of execution I want always you work with memory diagrams. Now tell me, first class is loaded. Then X variable memory created? No. M1 method executed? No. Next step is what? Main method. Then inside object creation, E1 variable memory created, object created with X variable with the default value 0, replace with 10, 10 stored in E1 pointing. Then E1.M1 by passing current object reference as argument, M1 method is called. Inside M1 method, this parameter memory created with current object reference 1010 pointing to it. Now logic execution started. X variable memory created with value 50. Then SOPLN X read from current object, current method 50. Next this dot X read from current object 10. Next X equal to 60. This is not creation. This is storing. Store 60 in X variable, local variable. 50 replaced with 60. This is also modification. 70 stored in X in current object X10 replaced with a 70. Then SOPLN X read local variable value 60. And next this dot X read current object value 7. Adi matter. So this is how, if you practice drawing memory and working, you can find the output of any given program easily. Okay, now? With this, we completed 3 topics: duplicate variable, local preference, variable shadowing, its a problem, solution with both static and non-static variables. All are you trying to improve speaking or still hesitating to speak? If I daily forcing you to speak, you will not get interest to come to the class. That's why I'm not forcing you. But you have to tell yourself, I have to give answers. Right or wrong doesn't matter. If you give wrong answer, then only you'll come to know it is a wrong answer. What is the correct way to give answer? Okay? Try to what you call motivate yourself. Tell yourself, I should answer, I should answer, I should answer. If you are sit silently and you are not answering, pakka next classes will be difficult. When I feel you are feeling difficult, I cannot go depth. Again, I'm telling. If I feel you are feeling difficult to understand concept, then I cannot go to depth. Ultimately, you are going to lose. Simple technique. Just directly, daily, whatever I am asking, you try to reply. Is it compiled? Not compiled, you say. Compiled, you say. Just speaking one word only, na? Compiled, not compiled. Whatever you feel, you tell. No, sir, I am very I'm very silent, sir. I am a very, silent person, sir. I don't talk, sir. I have from my childhood, I have a habit of only watching the people. I never talk outside. Then you will not get job. 100%. Pakka. Write on a bond paper and giving you. 100% you will not get job. Because in interview, you must speak. If you don't practice in the class speaking, in the interview, you cannot speak. Interview ask a question. Can you explain this program? That program class example, next intex, next void M1. आप stop. क्या बात करें तुम? क्या example class what int? You are reading program. He didn't ask read program. He asked explain the program. Yeah, there is a one class with the name example, and inside the class there is a non-static variable with the name x, and there is a non-static method defined. Inside non-static method there is a local variable with the name x. Hey, variable shadowing. S x means reading local variable. This dot x means reading current object x. You have to speak that words, the sentences, meaning of that line. X equal to 60, assigning local variable with 60, assigning object variable with 70. You have to fluently, with confidence, you have to tell the meaning of each line. You have to speak meaning of each line, not Java line, int x equal to 50, no. Local variable x with value 50. That free flow speaking, you have to habituate. For that, you have to speak in the class along with me. Try change, marathon try change. Try to change, okay? I am uploading this all material plus extra practice questions. Listen, I have explained variable shadowing with a local variable. I am giving assignment variable shadowing with the parameters. Okay, I will give it a parameter assignment. Everyone has to work today night. If you find any point, find difficulty, let me know. This is a file. Variable initialization with the same variable, meaning what? Understand. Variable initialization with parameter. Variable initialization with parameter. What is the difference between this program, identify? What is the output you will get here? What is the output you will get? Before method call, after method call. Then test cases 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Don't see the memory diagram I have given. You work yourself. Don't scroll down. Write program, close material. So totally 4 programs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 programs with the parameters I have given. You work out today and tomorrow I am continue with this concept. Tomorrow class is very, very, very important. Tomorrow class we are learning object initialization. Up to now you understand creating object, okay, storing values, reading values, performing operation. Tomorrow topic is object initialization. Up to now you did object initialization but in a wrong way. Tomorrow we are doing in right way. Okay, na? Don't miss tomorrow class. Complete this assignment and come. Thank you.
X5 memory created ఇక్కడ object memory created and variable equals not